Hey folks, today we are going to make a cowboy chicken and rice. This is a hearty, delicious recipe. It's got plenty of veggies in it, and it's got a brown rice base, so it's nice and hearty. A filling meal, very easy to make, very inexpensive, so I hope you enjoy. Here's a look at the ingredients you're going to need. Pretty basic, right? First, we're going to start off by making some instant brown rice. They say instant, it's not. It takes about 20 minutes to cook. The box actually says 10 minutes, but it doesn't. So go ahead and add in a tablespoon of your favorite bouillon. I use chicken bouillon for rice, and then we're going to fill the pot up about twice what the rice level is. Get that boiling, and then we'll reduce the heat down to a simmer. I like to make more than we'll need for this recipe because my 2-year-old likes to eat rice with every meal. And if you notice, I put a little bit of olive oil in. That's to prevent the starch in the rice from boiling over. Now we're going to take out our chicken breast and cube those up. First, I want to trim off any excess fat or cartilage or anything else that is just not good to eat. I've mentioned this before that I like to buy my chicken breast in bulk at Sam's Club and then put them in the freezer. I freeze them in the shrink bags, the vacuum seal bags, and that keeps the plastic really close to the meat, sucks all the air out. Therefore, there's little to no frostbite or freezer burn on the meat, so it keeps very well. I like to cube this up into about 1/2-inch cubes before cooking. Now go ahead and add your olive oil to your favorite nonstick pan. When you're frying, use olive oil, not extra virgin olive oil. The EVOO has a very low smoke point, so it's not good for sauteing or frying. So just regular olive oil is just fine. But make sure you get your pan hot before you stick your chicken in, or any meat, or any vegetable for that matter. Now go ahead and add a pinch of kosher salt to taste. Now we're going to add a full tablespoon of this roasted garlic and herb. Webster's makes it. I'm sure there's others that do make it, but adds a lot of good flavor to the chicken. Just all around a good spice. And we'll add a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. This makes it have just a little bit of a bite to it. So stir that around, just brown the chicken all the way around, cook it through. It'll take 5 to 7 minutes or so. I like to cook on a medium-high heat as opposed to just high. It does take longer, but you get a more even product, a more even chicken breast, as opposed to something that's going to be seared on the outside and raw on the inside. In the meantime, let's go ahead and dice up our tomatoes. I like using Roma tomatoes because they hold their shape a lot better than, say, a beefsteak or any of the other varieties. What I just pointed out was a hole in this tomato. My 2-year-old thought it was funny to stick his thumb in it. So I washed it thoroughly, and we're still going to use it. Basically, the Roma tomato has less water content than other varieties, and that's what makes it perfect for keeping its shape and being firmer than the others. Next, we're going to add in 2 cups of corn. This is, quote, southwestern corn. It's just a mixture of yellow corn and white corn. You can use fire roasted corn. There's 1,000 different varieties out there that's packaged and marketed, but this works really well, and whatever I just picked out, it can't hurt us anymore. Now we're going to add our chopped spinach. This comes in those frozen blocks that are usually found in the very back of your freezer from only God knows when you put it back there and forgot about it when you thought that you may eat more vegetables, and well, that just never did happen. So I've let this come to room temperature basically, but it's still frozen in the center. So I'm going to just dump it in. It's already chopped. Let it melt, and then we're just going to stir it in. If nothing else, it adds a lot of nice color to the dish. Plus, spinach is really healthy for you. Now we're going to add in a can of drained Great Northern white beans. These are also commonly called navy beans in the U.S. because they're synonymous with being used on U.S. naval vessels. Now we stir in 2 cups of the cooked brown rice. The 2 cups of raw, uncooked rice will yield about 4 cups, and I'm just going to save the rest for my little 2-year-old that loves it so much. Now we get to plate this up and serve. It's absolutely delicious. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Normally I'd ask you to like and subscribe at this point, so please do that, but we actually have a little bit of a bonus for you. So if you've got a lot of leftovers like this, one of the things you can do is actually make a soup out of it. So we add 2 or 3 cups of your favorite chicken broth, beef broth. I personally don't like vegetable broth. And then just scoop in as much of the Cowboy Chicken and Rice as you like. Bring it to a boil. Let it simmer for a bit. And then you have a delicious soup to eat. Now we'll go ahead and plate this up or pour it up. I'm not sure what you do with soup. But anyway, this makes a wonderful use of the dish as a leftover. Again, if you have enjoyed this video, I would invite you to like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to our channel. We greatly appreciate it, and have a wonderful day.